mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban Excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a cover.
Welcome back to the Urban X Podcast.
Yes.
We had some technical difficulties.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna get fired.
This is the second time in a row.
Somebody's getting fired around here.
Listen.
Y'all starting to get a little too lazy. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
No, real talk. I just got to be transparent of why we missed Friday's show.
Yes. Thursday show. Oh, it was supposed to be Friday.
It was supposed to be Friday.
Yes.
I can no longer. I need 2 days to recover from any kind of extracurricular activities now. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, I could party, drink, have a good time, wake up, get the damn thing done. Now, in my old age, I need 2 days minimum. So it was Eli's 21st birthday.
Yeah.
So we wanted to send him out the right way, or send him in the right way.
Right.
So his best friend was here, his cousins was here, his brothers was here, his uncles was here, his dad was here, and we had the time of our lives.
Thanks.
Ushering him into manhood. You know what I'm saying? Shots was going everywhere, people coming in late, more shots. Eli had the time of his life. We sat around, told these amazing stories about what it is to become a man, like the rites of passage, so to speak.
It was dope.
And it was really, really dope. And then I woke up on Friday and told Malcolm it ain't going down. I was like, that shit ain't happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would have been that would have been a rough show anyway. Like I was tired too.
Oh.
And then I had Noble. It'd have just been it'd have been a rough show.
It'd have been a rough one, bro.
Yeah.
So but happy birthday to Eli,
Thanks.
of course.
Happy birthday to Eli.
And to everyone else who has a birthday in or around this time. Shout out my man Chris Wilmore. Tomorrow we're going out to dinner for his birthday. Celebrate Auntie Wanda. My sister is born on the same day as my son.
Yeah.
And that's a story I'm going to tell y'all one day. It's a real amazing story. And so, yes, all of these things took place. We are happy to be back, though.
Facts, yeah.
We are definitely...
People were disappointed in us. They were mad at us.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It definitely happens. But to each his own. We love you, and we're going to do the best we can, to represent.
Yeah.
You heard? So Eli got, I think, $2,100.
Yeah.
That's what me and his moms gave him. At this age, he wants to buy his own stuff. Yeah. And he got a new iPhone.
Oh, he got it. Oh.
He got the new iPhone 12. So he's balling.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? He's balling.
Got you.
As you can see, these hats are available.
Yes. We got a lot of great reception on the hats.
Yeah. The sale went well. So now we need to cook up another sale for the people. So I'm thinking 10%, 100 and under,
okay,
100 and over, 20%.
Okay.
If you really ball out and go $200-$300, we're gonna have to give you 25-30% on that.
Maybe 30. Yeah, people. Yeah.
You know what I mean. So
we'll see.
We'll see. We're gonna put some new threads up too.
All right.
You heard?
So let's get to it, man.
Oh well, we didn't do a roll call.
I saw Delaware in the building.
Delaware's in the building.
I saw, who did I see? I saw Philly.
Compton is in the building.
Compton. Shouts out to Compton.
Shout out to G Rock from Compton. Appreciate that love and support.
Heard you, man.
You heard?
Yeah, people was later because they couldn't hear us.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. They're coming in
South
now.
Carolina, Louisiana.
South Carolina, Louisiana. Everybody.
Greensboro, that's Beantown. East Cleveland. Okay.
What up, Cindy?
All right.
Dot showing that age again. Facts.
Yeah, you old, man.
And I was popping them back. Yeah. And then my conversation got, because you're growing up, you're growing up. Somebody take that to bed. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, so it got a little crazy. But I'm here. And I'm ready to roll.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So what we would have talked about on Friday when we were here, if we were here, rapper Casanova, he just turned himself in to federal agents as a part of a RICO charge. His gang, the Gorilla, Untouchable Gorilla Gang, something to that effect. They were being investigated by the FBI for the past almost 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were involved in a teenager that just got shot, I think in Peekskill, New York, and drugs, racketeering, all that stuff. So he pled not guilty. Very sad stuff.
That's sad stuff.
Unprofessional.
Yeah.
Unprofessional. But yeah, sad stuff because he was one of the people that he talks about jail a lot, and he talks about not going back a lot, and talking to
yes.
And I remember he did some sit down with I think Joe Biden, Casanova, all of these people, and he's talked about how when he got signed, people were in his ear yo, if you mess this up, it's a wrap. So he knew the importance of
absolutely
staying out of trouble. So I'm wondering if it's old work that caught up with him.
Well, you know what?
Because the RICO stuff, that's a real cheat code when it comes to
it's definitely a cheat code when it comes to the law, because they could just connect you to some things.
You can have a conversation with somebody and it's just
you're connected,
you're implicated.
So it's very hard. And I also saw him exercising restraint. A couple of people tried to get at him, and while he was on parole and stuff, he exercised restraint and things of this. But once you in, you in.
Yeah.
You should know that. So especially if you're gonna be in and you start popping, your old affiliates, they're not going to just let that pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he tried his best, and this is just me speculating, to distance himself as much as he could. You know what I'm saying? But the old homie that was in, I forget his name, that the big dog that's been in prison, running this from prison, was still making all the major decisions. And if they've been on him for 10 years, then it's probably a wrap.
Yeah, because he wasn't even rapping then.
That's my point.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have the mindset to stop whatever he was doing.
Right.
So yeah, he's probably.
And then he went to jail.
Yeah.
Right. And his ties probably were reconnected and fortified there. Then he came home and tried to distance himself. But even today's rappers, you got to be gang.
Yeah.
And it's one of them things where you have to have a team with you, and your team has got to be about it. You know what I mean?
I actually saw him on my mother's block one night, by himself. It was the weirdest thing in the world. It was just I walked past him, I know that's not, and he was just chilling, chains on and everything. You know what I mean? So, rappers, especially street rappers, they have this thing where you have to see me you got to see me in the hood to make sure I'm official. Even though I'm still saying that I'm not involved in anything,
right,
you still got to see me.
You still got to see me in the hood.
So that's why rappers right now.
Thank you, Chris Bird. Appreciate it.
Rappers right now, they're falling victim just to the hood, man.
And
people
death,
getting shot. Yeah.
Yes, death, robbed, and robberies in prison, where it's no longer a thing to be a rapper. Where it used to be, okay, this is your ticket out of the hood. Either you slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. You know what I'm saying? And Biggie was talking about, because those were the three major components. You either became a rapper, a baller, or a hustler. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, that's a limited way to see things.
Right.
But I'm not trying to paint with a broad brush. I'm just trying to tell you what you see when you look out in your hood. Obviously, if you apply yourself, there are many more things you can do with your life. However, just looking at the grand scheme of these things. And I wish him well. He turned himself in.
Yeah, he looked hurt when he was talking into the camera. I think his girl was the one recording. He looked hurt, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, because you've been building an empire, getting your name right, and then and if they have you, and the feds rarely miss. You know how the feds work, man.
Yeah.
They'll be like, look, we saw you scratch your ass back in 2004, and then you went and shook that nigga hand and this, and then we saw you do it. So their cases usually, you know what I mean? Now, the one thing Casanova does have in his pocket is Rockefeller.
Rock Nation, yeah.
Rock Nation.
Yeah.
And that's all they do is get criminals off. That's their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he has the Rock Nation behind him, he'll have the best lawyers and, in a great attempt to,
So,
somebody said that's why True Prophet said that's why he got indicted, because he tried to stop pushing the narrative. Could be a good point. Like, you trying to back up off that, and you know what I'm saying? They like, no, we need you to do this, because along with all of this hip hop stuff, there's drug trafficking, there's sex trafficking, there's so many different components that the average person don't see.
Right.
Because rock and roll bands been transmitting drugs for years, and nobody messed with them. It wasn't until we started getting on private jets that now they calling us in, and you know what I mean, and things of that nature. So that's been something that's been going on for years.
Gotcha.
Beatles and all them others, all drug traffickers.
Yeah, and Chicago rapper G Herbo, he got indicted as well.
I heard about that.
And that's due to people, apparently, I guess him and people on his team were credit card scamming and identity fraud.
Yeah, dude, really?
But remember, we talked about how it would affect everybody once the shows stop, because
Absolutely.
a lot of these rappers are living technically check to check, but show to show. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And there's no show, so a lot of these rappers, they're really not that well, especially to these deals they sign. Streaming really doesn't make a lot of money.
No, those are all facts, because at the end of the day, that's your bread and butter.
Yeah, they
if
can't
bread
do
and butter
club
is your shows.
walkthroughs.
Right. If bread and butter is your if shows is your bread and butter, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
Man, somebody just mentioned in the chat, which I agree with. I think a lot more rappers are gonna go down soon. Next year. I think a lot more is gonna come out. So I don't know what the state of hip hop will look like.
Well, here's the thing: the well off rappers will be fine. The upper tier rappers will be fine. Those mid level rappers, the ones who got nice houses in Atlanta, because it's cheap for $300,000. You can have a mansion and shit. Those are the rappers who are gonna be in major trouble. Independent artists who've been getting theirs off the grind, the lower case, they'll be fine, because they're not really losing much. They got all of theirs off the dirt to begin with. So, but we said that 6 months ago.
Yeah.
How are they gonna, sustain that lifestyle? Because the same forces used to obtain are the same forces used to maintain. I speak a lot about that. When you take a block by force, you have to maintain that block by force.
Right.
So if you start working out, now you can't stop working out. You become a prisoner to that.
Yeah.
So if you've been popping bottles and all of that and giving off the persona that you're getting it, and then it stops, you will find other means. So Herbo and them going to the credit card scam, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
Disappointed though,
Yes. Absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I'm gonna ask the question that I've asked on this podcast a few times, and people laughed at me. Is Floyd going broke?
That's a great question, Malcolm.
I've asked this because if you haven't heard, Floyd Mayweather agreed to fight an exhibition fight against Jake Paul. He's the one who just recently knocked out Nate Robinson, and
So he's gonna avenge Nate Robinson's death,
I guess. But here's the thing: when Floyd took that exhibition fight against that Asian dude for all Asian billionaires, I thought that was weird.
Yes.
Right? Then the Conor McGregor thing, I thought that was weird as well.
Yes.
Maybe it made a little bit more sense.
Well, financially it made sense, because white people always trying to produce the great white hope.
Right, okay.
And we can bring a great white hope to knock out that black nigger. You know what I mean? That's their thinking. And so that I wasn't too surprised about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if
it's Logan Paul. It's his brother, Logan Paul, not Jake Paul.
so, he's fighting his brother.
He's fighting. That's the one who fought Floyd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and this is a great question because how many times have you seen people win $300 million on the lotto?
Yeah.
And then 6 years later they broke.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have a poor mentality. Now, that's not to suggest Mayweather's mentality is poor, but if it is, I can see how he can mismanage $1 billion. Yes?
Yeah.
I can see that. So,
and remember, 50 said that the way Floyd spends his money, he was just like, he's not gonna be able to sustain it. And again, people called him a hater, but
but 50 was on the other side of the curtain.
True.
So 50 would know, you know what I mean? Exactly, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I see how this dude operate and so forth. So I would not be surprised if he's going broke. I would not be surprised.
That'd be crazy.
No, it wouldn't be, but because again,
at this point, he should not be having to get touched at all to make any type of money.
I agree. But when you don't align yourself with people who are smarter than you, right? Who can secure your money without them hustling you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, like if the average person won $300 million, they wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have to stop assuming we just know, okay, invest your money, live off the dividends, this, that. No, most people have no idea how to go about that after you binge with the things that you feel you need. Like, why would you need 7 cars and a 19-bedroom house with 32 bathrooms? Like, why? Why would you need that? You know what I mean? Thanks. And then to maintain a home like that every year is probably $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, cleaning it, making sure. So you have to look that far ahead.
So because right now, like I see in the chat, everybody's like, "Yo, like he's a draw. He's gonna make money. He's not even gonna get touched." That's not the point. The point is you should be able to disappear,
right? Or you should be building an empire with Floyd Mayweather boxing,
right?
Where the next champions come through you. And you still making bread off that, which I believe he is.
Yeah, I'm sure
he's got a couple of fighters out there. So, but what's the point of actually getting in the ring unless he misses? See, this is another angle. Maybe he misses the spotlight. See, guys like him, they love spotlight. So he's still the spotlight Tyson guy. And maybe he like, you know what? I want some of that. And now he's in the ring and he's going to avenge Nate's death. Yeah, Nate, Floyd, Veronica got like 72 watches and shit and 19 cars and, briefcases filled with money he walks around with and, so, I mean,
All right.
He made $250 million, off Conor. It was a lot of bread.
He made 200. Oh,
he made a lot of bread.
Yeah, he did. That was, wow.
Yeah.
So, okay. Whatever.
Y'all bugging, boxers always come back at older ages. Well, he's not that old.
And he's not an average boxer. He's Floyd Mayweather. Like,
right,
he's made how much money?
So killing Kirby, or King Kirby, I understand what you're saying, but he hasn't been away from the fight that long. And I understood Tyson's situation. And then when I heard Tyson got $10 million for that fight, I said, now that's...
But, okay, if that's the case, if that's the case, right, why retire in the first place?
Yeah, keep fighting.
Because he was complaining about his hands being brittle. He was complaining about all these things. I want all my faculties. I want to be able...
Right. You want to be able to retire. Because it only take one hit. Even in an exhibition. Because when I get my shot, son, even though they gave me the rules in the locker room, Dot, no headshots, just mimic to the body. I'm going to go, yeah, that's cool. And when I get in that ring...
Okay.
And I'm there with Mayweather, and this is supposed to be an exhibition, I got to take my shot.
Okay.
I'm swinging for the dome. When he falls, I'm going to turn around and raise my hands like the champ, and y'all going to be like, Dot, turn around. I'll be like, what? Turn around. And when I turn around.
Like Martin versus Tommy Hearns.
Yeah. So it really all boils down to, but why would he pick that dude?
I guess
you get no points for beating that dude. Is an amateur fighter. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
So if you wanted the exhibition, why not exhibition somebody who.
Well, again, we talk about attention. That's it.
Okay, is Paul Logan the attention?
Logan,
thing
that's Logan. Logan Paul, yeah.
Logan Paul, really?
He just got all of.
Why not Sugar Ray Leonard?
He
or
was
one
just
of
trending
the
off of what he did to Floyd.
Why not Tommy Hearns or one of them dudes? They're older, but
they're way older.
Hey, I'm just saying.
No.
So who was in his class? Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker. Why not? I guess it's no money there.
Again, like I said, if you want the attention, you want to be trending because Logan Paul was trending after that. You want the spotlight, and you think that's going to be the draw. I guess it makes sense.
Okay. All right. So we don't want to just assume he's going broke, but we have to ask that question.
We got to. Come on.
You know what I mean? You got to ask that. And then I think Tyson's next move will be Evander. Buster came out and said he would fight Tyson.
Really?
He look about 400 pounds too. No, listen, it's a money grab. Roy Jones Jr. got $3 million for that.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bad payday, son.
Yeah, it's not.
So if Evander gonna get at least 10, which means Tyson get at least 15.
Yeah.
For old dudes,
yeah.
way past their prime, to get in the ring for 2-minute rounds.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Jeez.
I guess.
That's what this world is coming to.
Somebody said Sweet Pea is dead.
Oh, my bad. Is he? Oh, I think he was in a car crash.
Like this year, right?
I think early this year.
Yeah. Dude.
My bad. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, the other day, Lupe Fiasco, he announced that to attend, like going forward to attend his concerts, fans will have to take the COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay, well, I wasn't planning on attending his whack ass concerts anyway, so I won't be there.
Yeah, he was talking about how
what happened to him, man?
I don't know. A lot of people were debating him online the other day about these vaccines, and people were like, "You're not a scientist." He was like, "I always wanted to be a rocket scientist." But
the way he rhymes,
yeah, I get it.
I get it. He's deep, thought provoking. I don't want the Lupe fans to, get at me. I'm only bullshitting. I consider him a great lyricist, who signed a bad contract, who didn't want to deal with the industry per se, and it's his right to feel that way.
Well, I think
everyone is not in the understanding of what these vaccines are. And so some people are just going to say what they feel. They're afraid. And as a part of that fear, I don't want you at my concerts.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be the precedence of what a lot of companies are going to do as well.
We talked about that.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be a normal thing to do. And when rappers
but that's some form of discrimination.
It has to be, right?
Yeah. You can't stop me from coming someplace because I didn't get some fucking vaccine. But they will try, and they will come up with all these laws.
Yeah, because something has to happen, like something major, like an overhaul of some type of I guess freedom. You know what I mean? Like constitutional freedom, constitutional right, to where they're saying like you have to take this vaccine to do anything. Because
it's not just one vaccine. It's a series of vaccines now, at least 2, and that's how it starts out.
Yeah.
People been getting the flu shot every year. I know people getting the flu shot for 10 years. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you ain't figured that out yet?
Yeah.
So what happens when they go, oh, it didn't work? Mm-hmm. Or now you're in a system of putting something in your body, foreign, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's going to change your DNA and RNA. This is a beast. Shout out to brother Ali Muhammad, who I thought gave the best breakdown on what this vaccine is and how. So I don't know where you can find it. Somebody inboxed it to me. But brother Ali Muhammad out of Philly, I believe he's out of Philly. I think gave the best cohesive breakdown for you to understand what this is and how dangerous this is for melanated people in particular. Mm-hmm. Right? So there is no one situation solves all. We're different based on our melanin structure. So, and Dr. Layla Africa, RIP, said the only war is the war against melanin. Everything they do in the food, everything they do in the water, everything they do is to find a way to shut down your cosmic connection to everything in the universe. Right. If they do that, it's a wrap.
Right.
Then you like white people. Then you'll just walk up on a dog and strangle him for no apparent reason, or see a bear and shoot him and shit, you know, or chase down a giraffe and cut his fucking head off, you know, all that because you're not connected, or chop down the trees to make paper,
right,
that says save the forest. You see the ironic shit behind this. So this is the shit white people do. And the reason we do not do that is because we are literally connected to everything. And we feel that connection. Now they're trying to cut off that connection. So hold on to your seats.
Yeah, and another thing too, from what I got from this is that Lupe, because a lot of people, backpack rap fans, you know, they revered Lupe as one of the more conscious people, and one of the, you know, conscious rappers, socially conscious rappers. This is what he said, right? Somebody on Twitter told him that he should read The Medical Apartheid.
Very good book.
Yes. And he said, and then Lupe responded, I'm waiting on y'all alternative. I really am. Every time I faithfully study this medical black wokeness, as he put in quotations, it ends up being a bunch of BS promoted by folks selling sea moss shakes and possessing the scientific depth of a bag of flaming hots. Some of us actually stayed in school. So,
wow.
Yes, exactly.
So he took that route.
Exactly.
Wow, Lupe.
Nasty.
Free War Boss. Thank you.
Thank
Free
you.
War
Thank
Boss.
you.
Appreciate you.
Exactly.
So basically, he not with nothing alternative.
Right.
He's with the Western philosophy, Western education
when it comes
on
to,
what he learned in school as the way to go about
when
things.
it comes to
he's a goofy.
When it comes to the discussion online about this vaccine, right? There's really split down the middle. There's people going, nah, I'll wait and see, like I'm good, and then there's people that are trying to, like with the mask thing, they're trying to shame people for not wanting to take it. Y'all are dumb. This is a highly researched vaccine. Like, how do you know it's highly researched? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was only sped up because it was a global issue. Since, like, wasn't AIDS a global issue?
Thank you. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
absolutely. And the New York City Fire Department, 50% of them said they're not taking it.
Really?
The FYPD, 50% of them said, nah, we good. So
and they white.
And transit, a lot of the transit workers said they're not taking that. So we are in. We now it's gonna put the rubber to the road now, because now we're gonna see who bout it. You know what I mean? Okay. No, because you think people just gonna line up and just allow you to inject them?
Well,
no, there will be a certain amount of people who do that.
Well, I read in the UK, Pfizer was given the green light to start giving out their vaccine. I think this week, as a matter of fact. This week. The
11th is Friday, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to start giving out, because I saw Cuomo saying we only have, right, for New York, we only have enough for 170,000 New Yorkers to get this vaccine right now. It's going to be a little while. Just be patient, things like that. So,
and they're going to slow flow you. See, black people have their defense mechanisms up, that this is an attack on us, and it is. So what they're going to do is they're going to make all of the care workers, you know what I'm saying, the healthcare workers, whether you want it or not, you have to take that.
Yeah.
When my wife used to work at the hospital, she had to take the flu shot, because you got to wear a mask. See, now would be a good time to just wear your mask, because you got to wear your mask anyway. But because they saying this is a health facility, we have to. Everyone has to. And my wife wasn't even in that sense. She dealt with administrative. But they still look at it as one. So they're going to make them do that first so that you can drop your guard. Well, the healthcare workers took it. Yeah. So I guess it must be safe. But that they play a long game.
Yeah, I read somewhere that a nurse, she was part of one of the clinical trials for the vaccine, wound up getting 105-degree fever. She said, like, that was the hottest, like, the craziest fever she's gotten all her life.
Because you're injecting something foreign into your body.
And I heard this is the only vaccine, because you know how the science behind vaccines, they give you a little bit of what it's supposed to be, to fight against,
so that the immune can,
yeah. So you know, so apparently this is the only vaccine that's not doing that.
Wow,
you get what I'm saying? So it's giving you something like completely foreign in your body. that it's supposed to like the science in the vaccine is supposed to mirror what the hell. I don't know about
That's
this.
how
bro.
deep. No.
Yeah.
Go to see Brother Ali Muhammad. I'm gonna see if I can put that in the chat somehow. He really drops it on and where you can understand what they're doing with this. And he used the names that they used, and he just mirrored it and showed you what that really means. You know what I mean? So you got to keep your vitamin D up.
And zinc.
Yeah, you got to keep keep the D up. Pause. Keep the D up.
Oh man, thank you guys for all the cash apps, man. We appreciate you guys.
We definitely appreciate you. You know what I mean? So we're at a precipice in this day and time where we're gonna see some things, and we're gonna see some people. And this is where it really gets interesting. It's not going to be the authorities that come after you.
Yeah.
It's going to be your neighbors.
Yeah.
It's going to be your family members. It's going to be those who see, because you have the ability to do some thinking and you're not ready to jump out. We live in a world where if you are an independent thinker, they think you crazy.
Yeah.
If you think outside of whatever CNN is telling you, you crazy. And when you ask them where they get their sources from, they go CNN. I'm like, are you serious? So it's going to be those people who, after taking the vaccine and you don't take it and you still chilling, they're going to resent you. Because now you don't tell me I'm putting you at risk because you have the vaccine.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't come in here unless you've been, sir, is everybody in here vaccinated? Yes, except you. Great. That means I'm the safest person here. Said, no, that's not how it works. Well, how does it work?
Yeah.
Is everybody vaccinated? They're safe, yes? Then I'm safe. So you got to be careful, because the resentment of people who you think you know, your Facebook friends. So I'm going to go on a Facebook Zero Dark 30.
Okay.
Very soon.
Okay.
And not from the Urban X Nation, but just from tweeting
Yeah,
on a regular.
yeah.
Because first of all, we got work to do.
Yeah.
And because I don't want to fuel that fire when this argument starts, when this shit becomes fuck you and that's why I never liked you and you stupid, and because I just call Lupe a goofy.
Yeah.
That was wrong, Malcolm. That was wrong.
He is acting like a goofy.
He is, but you know, I'm starting the shit up. You know, that man has a right to see things as he sees it.
I'm just saying, he is acting like a goofy.
That's some goofy shit, though. But you know,
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me see something. I think he was supposed to go on another platform and debate this vaccine thing, or he did already.
okay, all
me
right.
see.
I don't even want to see that.
No. I want to see if he did it.
Some people, my man Lawrence Attica says, some people gonna take it just to catch flights. Yeah, I mean they're gonna make it where you have to. It benefits you. Hey, you want to get on this flight? You want to come to this concert? You want to sit in our restaurant? You know, so they definitely families already canceling family over mask and voting. Yes, just imagine what's gonna happen over the vaccine. Danielle Hill, absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. So it's not going to be the authorities coming to knock on your door. It's going to be people snitching on you. Well, I don't know if is his papers right? And then the luciferase enzyme, which they can look up on your skin and see that you had it. And this is wild.
I mean, I saw something.
And it's connected to the 5G. Because it's got nanoparticles in it. The shit we said 7 months ago, and people dismissed all of that as we was way off base. Now, how can a vaccine affect the 5G effect? Because it has nanoparticles. Do you know what nanoparticles are? These are mini goddamn computers, right? That are so small that can be injected in your bloodstream. And that 5G, which we ignored,
Yes.
and now it's everywhere. Yeah,
That's true. Damn, I forgot what you cut me off.
Sorry. I do that enough, and people be mad at me.
Yeah.
Dot, shut the fuck up. Let Malcolm speak his piece. I am deeply sorry about that.
Oh, I saw what I was gonna say. I saw them talking about like people walking around with vaccination cards.
Oh, is that the new thing?
I saw that. So you know, that's some more like super.
Well, I can make that, and my wife is a graphics designer.
Yeah, you
I'll have
snitching.
one for all kind of colors.
Okay, so he was on Hotep Jesus' platform debating, and that's when, because people were hitting me like, "Yo, Lupe is a goofy." I'm like, "What the hell is happening?" And that's what they were talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah. I thought maybe he was in the Clubhouse.
Oh, you mean Chat House?
It's called Clubhouse.
It is Clubhouse. Yeah, it's Clubhouse. Yeah.
Now see,
I'm in there.
I had one invite, and I didn't want to waste it on you because you were goofy.
Yo, how uncool am I? Like, my dad had to invite me to a
I
new
had to
social
invite
media
you
platform.
to the Clubhouse, and I didn't want to waste it. I was like, should I waste it on Malcolm? Malcolm was like a real goofy. I'm feeling entitled and special. And I sent it over to him, so he's in. But that's just this Clubhouse thing is a phenomenon. It's already worth $100 million, and it's still in the beta stage.
Wow.
Right? And here's the thing. It looks great, but you know what it is? It's another goddamn distraction.
Yeah.
It's already people in there. Where do these people find the kind of time that they're finding? To be in, get in the Clubhouse. And it's dope, because everyone is like on an even platform. You can peruse through certain rooms. You can hear celebrities in there talking. We don't need no more information. I don't need to learn no more shit.
That was actually what the appeal was for Twitter.
Right.
If you remember, like, when Twitter first came out, it was just like, yo, I could talk to Fab.
Right on the spot.
Like, on the spot, like, oh, snap. So it's just going to become, and the fact that people are talking is just noise.
And it's annoying because everybody's trying to talk, and this one wants to talk. And so to me, I've already, because I was getting too many damn alerts. This one's in the room. Say hi.
I turned off my notifications.
I just turned that shit off.
Yeah.
So shout out to those in the Clubhouse who like it. But where did you find the time?
Yeah. Okay.
Show me your papers. Yeah, that was indigenous. Anyways, that was in Russia, right? I mean, Germany. You got to have them papers before you can move.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Around. So we're seeing something mimicked here.
I saw a fire tweet. It said, substitute the word coronavirus with Jews, and when, like, in the way, like, the people were talking about, the Germans were talking about the Jews, like, it makes complete sense.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they were talking about the coronavirus like it's about to be the end of the world, and it's ruining, and it had people, because, like, they were so scared of that rhetoric, it had people turning on their neighbors.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It was some fire tweet. I was
like,
whoa.
That's interesting. Yeah, so this is where we are with it. We need to take a commercial break.
Oh, yes, we do. We need to take a commercial break.
We've been on for a minute.
Yeah. All right.
Can we get a commercial break in there?
We shall return.
All right.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we talk that we angry and mad just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, why we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby Meeting on the seat. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Less than 3.5 grams. I'm just saying.
And we're back.
We're back. Wow, Leslie has stepped this thing up.
Listen, man.
Leslie is taking this thing.
Shouts out to Leslie.
To the next level.
Yeah.
Okay, Leslie, I see you. Wow, okay, you important out here in the streets.
She moving.
She moving.
Yeah.
Shout out Leslie. Shout out to Grumpy Old Men for continuing to do their thing.
Yes.
And yeah, we have sales.
Yes, we do.
That we're making up in real time.
Yes.
So.
See, that's not it. We didn't even put that into the site yet. You gotta wait.
Alejandro is very proficient.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Alejandro is very proficient.
So real quick, the tweet I mentioned before we left, it was by Michael Malice. He said, replace coronavirus with Jews and suddenly the behavior of the 1930s German population becomes eerily similar.
Interesting.
That's the quote.
Interesting stuff.
It is.
Interesting, bro. This is a crazy time we live in, man. It's real crazy times, man. And we're going to have to brace ourselves.
Facts.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Speaking of Leslie.
Thank
you. So, the other day, I think it was it last, what day was it? Monday? Or Thursday? We listened to Trump give a speech.
Oh, and I didn't see that speech anywhere else.
Nowhere. Okay.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't like nobody was talking about it. I saw it trending on Twitter for like a half a day, maybe that long.
Yeah.
But Trump gave her a 46-minute speech, and they called it like Trump's 46. And basically, he just parroted what we've been saying.
I think he watches the show.
He has to.
You know, Black Spot
and
Marcus, they do a great job. Black Spot and Marcus, and I see they have Mexican there. Alejandro, I hope their papers are correct. I wouldn't want to, before I leave office, go in and bust down Black Spot's organization. I'm assuming the papers are correct.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, he was really talking about how they used the mail-in ballots to...
How they cheated.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Now, here's the thing about cheating. You watch sports. If your team get a call that you know they shouldn't have got, we look the other way. We go, hey, man, that's just how that goes. It's the same thing with the election.
Yeah.
If your candidate won, but you know, just using common sense, that dude look a little fishy. You just look the other way.
That's right.
So all the response from Biden voters is like, hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, yeah, they can say anything now. So I get it. But he laid out step for step, and he didn't stutter. He didn't. Did you see how presidently that shit was? This motherfucker moved in and out. He moved in from like a goofy who can't hold water, and he spoke for 46 minutes and dropped it on what's going on around this country.
And I thought it was interesting that, like you said, it wasn't really talked about on major news outlets,
which lets you know that the fix is in.
You can censor whoever you want to censor.
That's what how you gonna censor the president?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the world we live in. You can censor the fuck the president. Bob, let's talk about a cat stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
And they could do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
The president is usually on every station, so this is a really weird thing, man. And I saw this, somebody put together a beautiful collage of Joe Biden. And if this ain't the slowest man ever in terms of his speech, and he definitely has like dementia and some the stuff he was saying out his mouth, this wasn't some trickery. It was disgusting. He just couldn't hold sentences that didn't make any kind of sense. And that's who our president will be. Providing, all this stuff goes.
So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
If y'all don't get your hands on that 46-minute piece and tell me when he stutters, tell me when he lies.
Yeah.
Side note, Giuliani has the Rona.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah. Ask me if I give a shit. I don't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
I'm not sure if we talked about Obama and his comments on defunding police.
No, we spoke about him, his statements on black people.
Yeah.
Not helping black people, but his the police statement is bizarre.
Yeah, he said, and I quote, you lose people with snappy slogans like defund the police, right? So he called it a snappy slogan. He called what people for 2 months
have been fighting for a snappy slogan.
He called people what people tore up the streets for, and what happened as a result of George Floyd as a snappy slogan. Now, I've been saying for a while now that these Democrats, they look down, like they act like they, they're with the people, but they secretly look down. It's not even secret at this point. They look down and punch down, right?
Yes.
So him even saying like you lose people, with that defund the police, that was what people have been shouting. Not me, but like people have been shouting all summer.
Yes.
And that's what they basically voted for Joe Biden off of the strength of, like, you know what I'm saying?
That he would...
Trump is anti this, so we're going to, like, defund the police. We're going to vote. And Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Obama now...
all have said the same thing.
They laughed at it.
We're not defunding the police. We never was defunding the police. You Negroes are crazy.
And they got overwhelming support still. Because they knew y'all were going to vote for them regardless.
Why does the original man love the devil? Because the devil gives him nothing. Those were my lessons back in the day. Something.
Yeah.
Peace to gods.
Peace.
You heard? So we love these people and they give us absolutely nothing. They do absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. And yet we still... the vote is built in. It's all built in, bro. Imagine you can never lose.
Yeah.
Imagine your vote is just built in, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like... So that's where we're at with Obama.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Grandmaster J is in jail, arrested on federal.
No, I think he's out now.
Oh, he's out. The last article I read, it said he was still in jail.
Okay, could be wrong. Somebody in the chat will let me know.
Because it was a federal charge, and apparently, he's charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers. Hold on. My bad. Impeding certain officers or employees, according to court documents, right? So apparently, he was at a rally, like a militia rally the day before, one day, but the day before, they got him on video pointing guns up at federal agents that were on the roof, pointing his gun.
Oh, like he was trying to say, I see you, maybe?
Probably.
Maybe just kind of, you can't do that.
Yeah, and especially if you're a leader of a black militia, they're going to use anything. That's a
and
terroristic threat, kind of, right?
That is a terroristic threat, basically. You're pointing at known federal agents. You can't even say, I didn't know they were agents.
Somebody said he's out. Ooh, that's suspect.
That he's out?
Hell yeah. Federal and state charges.
Malcolm, this is not a conspiracy show. Nah. Yes, I mean, so we'll see where that goes. You know what I mean? In terms of, his whereabouts and what it means. You know what I mean? So I don't know much about him. So if you know my MO, I won't, go out there on the limb for individuals, especially black people who are trying, in my mind, to do something positive.
At face value.
At face value. At face value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't know.
Got to keep it at face value. I don't know who you are, man. Half the damn time and shit. So I got to watch you.
Yeah.
You heard? Jay-Z's birthday was the other day.
Yes, it was. The 4th, right? Yeah.
The 4th. That was also the day that Nas dropped Ether.
It's also the day Fred Hampton,
of course,
was assassinated.
Now, but see, on my point is, I know why Jay-Z does what he does to Nas now.
Oh, yeah.
Because on his birthday...
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
He dropped the Ether on Jay-Z's birthday, and Jay-Z has been salty ever since.
Which is wild, because Takeover came out way before that, months before that.
Well, remember, I think Nas was dealing with his moms at the time. He was dealing with some personal stuff, and he said every car that went by was playing this Takeover shit, and he said, okay, give me a minute. And then he went in his think tank, and he came out and ethered that boy, and on his birthday.
Yeah.
So now Jay-Z, because Jay-Z seems to be like emotional and shit, and now so every time Nas drop, he just drops some shit on that nigga day. So it's a war going on with these dudes. But back to Fred Hampton. Understanding how they assassinated the God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to meet his son. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lecture out in Delaware or Philly one time and got a chance, to chop it up with his son a little bit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are the times, and the agent who set all of that up. It's always a nigga, bro.
Yeah.
It's always somebody going to set you up.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep your circle small.
Very
You know
tight,
what I mean?
yeah.
Very tight circle, because they have mastered, that kind of stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
What do you think about the HBO Max news? That next year they're gonna be releasing all like the whole Warner Brothers slate, Godzilla vs. King Kong, Matrix 4, Mortal Kombat movies. I think it's a couple more. The same date that they're releasing theaters, they're gonna be released to HBO Max.
I welcome that. I welcome it.
Yeah.
Bro, the movie theater experience hasn't changed in 50 years.
I like the movie theaters.
Dude,
bro.
I don't like being around strangers I don't know. Now, I do like sometime of the ambiance of the theater if it's a great movie, but it ain't changed. But then they came out with the dinner. You know, you can get dinner in the movie. Me and wifey and kids went and enjoyed that. Now they got the beds.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Dude, that ain't gonna pop.
Yeah. I don't like that one.
You know, fucking beds is gonna be, blankets is gonna be popping up and down. But they keep trying to remix this. Now they got the drive-in open again. You know, stuff like that. I would pay $25 for a first-run movie.
I would too, but
in my home.
Yo, how do people date now?
Dude, there is no dating.
That's crazy. You
That's
can't
the
go
world
to
we
you
live in.
can't go out to eat.
Can't.
You can't go to the movies. Like, how do you meet somebody new and court them?
Virtual.
That's weird.
You got to put your glasses on. I told you, go in the virtual world and be in there. Be in the virtual club.
Damn,
right?
man.
And look over your shoulder, and who's there? Your goddamn wife. God damn it, I can't escape anywhere. Chase.
Damn,
That's
man.
what it is now. And they preparing you more.
I know
and
people
more.
are like stuck in some relationships like they.
Of course.
Because they know they can't meet nobody else. God damn.
But I would pay $25 for a first run movie. And now, just on the personal tip, I'm telling my wife, we need a bigger TV. Because now these are first run.
Dude.
I saw the 102-inch projector. It can go right on that wall right there.
Why?
Because I like it.
It's a projector. Stop it.
My wife she said no.
Yeah, she shouldn't. Thank you.
I'm trying to get it. But when they start bringing out these first run, we can't watch The Matrix on our 75-inch 4K TV.
Do you see, like, do you hear how wild you sound right now?
Can't do it.
We can't watch it on the 75-inch. Dad,
can't do it.
You're bugging.
It's got to be at least $1.10. I saw it was $1.10. It looked like it'd take that whole wall up. Yeah.
That's good.
I got a couple of months to work on my wife. My wife, she'll let me work on them for a while and say, God damn it. And then I'll take her to like Best Buy and I'll know all the specs and shit and show her. She'll be like, show it to me. And and they open it up and she'll be like, all right, we're going to have that delivered. I'll be like, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Facts.
Come
on, fellas. You know how to work your wife for what you need. Just like she work you for that shit she need.
But I thought, you know what's crazy? It's always like, we always talked about on this show, like, you would think the people that are paid to make these decisions are smart enough to see what's happening beforehand. Like, they should have been doing that this year.
Yeah. Because they lost a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
A lot of money. The Tenet movie came out and it could have done a lot better if it would have been a first run movie. I'd rather watch the movie at home. Mel P. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I guess, man.
Now, Mel P, I don't know if you have 100-inch or 110.
Somebody said 110-inch, 5 feet away from your screen, like couch. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It don't matter. It's 100. Right? It's ego. Oh, I'm definitely bougie.
Oh, my God.
I'm definitely bougie. Yeah.
Oh, y'all have no idea,
in my
man.
old age,
my gosh. I have no idea how bougie this man is.
I am bougie. Shit, my toilets are automated. I'm bougie as
oh my
goddamn.
God,
Yeah.
man.
Somebody said not big enough. Yeah.
My son is bougie as a result.
Yeah.
I think he has it honest.
Yes, he has that honest.
Yeah.
We want the best in life.
I still have to see tenants, man.
See, somebody said the projector is fire. Elisa Bacasio.
So give her the TV. Get a projector. No, you won't, because it's a projector.
That bougie. I am bougie. Facts.
Y'all are ridiculous, man.
Yeah. All right. And see, if I get Eli on my side, because you know Eli, he got cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
I'll explain that shit to him. He'll be like, you know what? I see that, Dad. I can see how we need a 110-inch projector that's taking over this wall. Yeah.
Like crazy, man.
And Odyssey's not with me, though. She's not with me on that shit.
She shouldn't be.
She'd be like, come on, Dad. Dad, really? But I'm going to work on her, too. It'll be all of us against wifey.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, I read this magazine. It said Spotify could soon replace real artists with AI music. We talked about this a few times.
We did.
And it sounded like we were, like, getting, like, information from a sci-fi article. But no, this is what it says. It says, Music Business Worldwide recently came across an interesting patent application Spotify submitted to the European Patent Registrar. And on its face, the patent seems like a great piece of technology for artists as it offers near real-time plagiarism analysts that could spare them from getting into hot water and facing costly lawsuits, right? So you think it is for the artists so they won't be sued for sampling and things like that.
Get sample clearance
Right.
and all that.
It says, and the article continues, when you look closer, however, it appears to be a building block for Spotify to create its own AI-generated music and potentially compete with artists without having to pay for content.
Yeah.
That should terrify you if you're an artist.
Yeah, Spotify, play me hip-hop. And then it just plays some dope hip-hop because the algorithms has already figured out what's hot and what's not. Play me trap music with no artist attached to it.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Remember, I think it was Atlantic. They actually have like a damn near playbook on what makes a hit song nowadays.
They know.
Like,
They know.
The beat, like what type of beat,
What type of cadence.
Yeah.
It's cookie cutter.
Right.
And you really can't mess this up if that's your thing.
Right.
You really can't mess that up. So you don't think the Spotify automated machines know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The future, dude, you gotta look out into the future. There are no artists anymore.
Yeah,
They're taking away all of that. Put those links in the
I'll put the link in the
chat.
the
Somebody
chat.
said Dot just want all the things he didn't have when he was young. Exactly. Clap that up. Jeez. And me, I'll pull the death card, nigga. I don't fuck around. I'll be like, honey, I don't have much time. And I just want to spend my final days watching, That's how I got Malcolm to have a baby. I pulled the death card. I said, yo.
That ain't how it happened.
I just got word. It could be 6 months, nigga. You gonna leave me here without something? And be-yow. Shot the club up.
That ain't how.
Now the baby's here. God damn it. I will pull the death card like a motherfucker. Eli pulls the cerebral palsy card when he has to. Eli, you didn't do your homework for weeks. I have cerebral palsy. Oh, yeah, right. I will pull the death card.
Yeah, I used to pull. My parents were divorced in school.
Yeah, you pull that. See? Yeah, I'm going through some shit,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't care.
My parents are divorced, man. Would you like to come in the office and talk? I'm like,
I just need 2 extra days. For
I need 2 extra days for the homework, because, my pencils is at my dad's house, a lot of paper is at my mom's house, and I'm all confused and shit. Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, more or less.
Absolutely.
More or less.
Goddamn right. I will pull a death card on a nigga in a minute.
That was funny.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Random funny story. So remember when Trump and the CEO for Goya Beans were buddy?
Buddy. Goya, Trump.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh my God, boycott Goya. And then AOC, the rep from New York, she called for a boycott of Goya.
Which she was crazy, but...
Yes, and what happened was their sales jumped 1,000%.
1,000%, yes.
And what the CEO did was he named her Employee of the Month.
He named her employee.
That was gangster.
That's gangster. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that Goya team is... That Goya gang is gang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As I told you, they supply all of them bodegas. They will stock your shelves for free. When you, Dominican and this, because they know they're going to get that money back without a problem. And they got that little black book in the back. If you don't speak, they speak Hispanic, you ain't getting no credit in that. But I should send my wife in there and shit, like, yo, they think you fucking Spanish. Go get me some credit. You know, speak Hispanic? Your name ain't in the ledger, nigga.
Yeah.
I be like, damn, I come in here every day for 10 years and I'm short 20 cents. God damn. They stick together, boy.
James Burton says, folk call AOC crazy, but I'd vote for her presidency. Hell no.
Oh, no, she's crazy. She's crazy.
No, she's not crazy. She's just like one of those really fake radicalists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think it sounds great what she's saying, but then if you press her on how she's going to do it, she has no answer for it.
Yeah, well, how's that different than any other politician?
Yeah, but she's
no, but I don't know what they're talking about.
She's younger. She's a millennial, so she uses social media to her advantage. Like, she got with they call it the I think the crew or the tribe. It's 4 of them, and one of them, Ilhan Omar, right, the one who was supposedly married to her brother. She was recently in the news because her LLC received like over $600,000 in COVID relief when she paid her, I think that's her husband's business, over $2 million already.
Yeah.
So everybody
money in this pocket.
Exactly. Everybody getting money, but the people that need it. NBA missed out on $2 billion in revenue, and they got COVID relief as well.
Yeah. Side note: the NBA is not going to be drug testing this year.
That's fine.
I mean, I can come to the game like
the squad. That's what they call it, the squad. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, we out there in 20 minutes. Hold on, sir. Let me light up and get right. Because I used to play ball on weed.
It's actually tough.
It's tough because the game is in slow motion.
Yeah.
But you still at real speed. But in your mind, you're in slow motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a really weird thing. I'll tell you a story about me and wifey went to Jamaica.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
Oh, I can't put wifey on no kind of weed. Wifey is crazy.
Paranoid?
What?
Jesus.
I was like, you know what? We're going back to the room. God damn it. She was like, I'm ready to take all of this shit off. So we're going back to the room. Then you can take that shit off. No, but me and wifey are goofy when it comes to weed. We didn't roll this shit. It's been a long time, dude. It just was bad. The weed was falling out and shit.
Oh, my God.
And it was good weed because we got it from the Jamaicans. You know, we didn't get that bullshit. It's, I'll be right back, son. Came back with that shit. I was like, all right, this looked like the shit. Put the kids to bed because y'all had a separate room.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We was in there.
That's right.
Doing that thing. Did we show up the next day? I think I slept in the whole next day.
Jeez.
But now weed, playing ball, that's dope. You know, they might as well let in heroin and methamphetamines and everything else.
Probably because it's the short turnaround?
No, I think they've been working on that for years with David Stern.
Got you.
For years ago, he was being, I forget what basketball player it was. People in the chat probably know. For years, they were trying to introduce him because it's a lot of healing.
Right.
You know, a lot of pain and stuff that goes in with that. So the artists, I mean, the ball players need it. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I think it was, who's this guy who's got his own podcast?
Oh, you talking about Steven Jackson? Steven
Jackson.
Yeah.
I believe it was Steven Jackson and that other guy who's with him all the time, my boy. You know what I mean?
Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes. Yeah. And so that's what they're doing now. You know what I mean? And I think it's, you know, it's a good thing.
That's pretty dope. Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
Thank you, Zach.
All the Smoke. Real dope podcast.
Yeah.
They should have us on one day.
Let's go to commercial break.
Yeah.
And we shall return.
Can we do that?
Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm your guy, Tarius.
I'm B. Morris, man.
And this is the Rhythm Review Show. We're both doing the Stunner Shades.
Let me get my autograph. You want the autograph now?
Well, no, we ain't got to go that far.
Bang.
It is. Bang. We got Donnie Hathaway.
Donnie Hathaway. Last night.
Let's talk about Gladys, man.
Teddy
Pendergrass.
You know.
Hey, y'all gonna see why they call him B. Morris.
What's happening? We're on the rails.
What I suck, I can't get jiggy with this shit. And what we gonna do?
Catch you on the B-side.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Trei Hill and this is the new Filmosophy. Now you know after you go to the theater with your friends or your family and you go watch a movie that completely blew your mind. I can't stop talking about it. It's incredible. It's earth-shattering. That's the reason why I got into the movie industry and that's why we're here today. Now my range of guests are going to be producers, cinematographers, performers, and professionals of a wide gambit of many skills, all with one commonality, and that's just us loving to talk about film. Now the first 3 episodes are going to come out December 21st, all up until Christmas. So check us out on all of our podcast platforms, as well as my website, and you can even check out the videos on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to it.
Subscribe to the New Filmosophy Podcast. Find all our content on thenewfilmosophy.com.
And
we're back.
And we're back.
We are back.
Shout out to Rhythm and Views. Yes.
Yes.
Let's get them up to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, facts.
My man Trei Hill, indie filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? Welcome aboard to what we do. I was interviewed on his show, Breaking Down Movies. Really good interview. You see that shirt he got on, right? You already know what it is.
That was the first edition.
Yeah, first edition.
First edition.
So he been around for a minute.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all the support. And, this is what we do.
Facts.
You heard?
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So breakdancing is going to be a part of the 2024 Olympics.
Clap that up.
Paris.
I might come out of retirement. I was a b-boy first.
You said that. You told me
I was
that.
a b-boy. I used to spit on my head. And how much they pay in the Olympics? They don't?
I don't know if they pay.
You
They
just
probably
get like a medal or something. Right?
They probably pay.
I can't do that.
To be a part of the Olympic team on something, that means you're training like all year round.
I
right?
can't
So
do
they
that.
probably give you some type of
I
bread.
can't do that. But I still got a few moves. But that's great. You know what I mean? Because that's highly competitive. I wonder if Crazy Legs and some of the original, guys.
You know what's crazy? And it sucks. It sucks that it's gonna be this way, but like it's gonna be like the Asians.
They run that shit now.
Yeah.
So they take what we do and they perfect it. You know, in the sense of
make it scientific, like real
right.
boxy.
It's very scientific the way they do it.
And I think,
but it has kept the art going for a long time.
And I think what's gonna happen is the judging is going to be based off of what Asians are doing right now. You know what I mean? Like. Which is
they should make Crazy Legs to judge.
No,
and
hopefully they do something like that where like they have like actual breakdancing legends, but like not because once that happens, then you literally change history in the fact and who created breakdancing,
absolutely,
and whose culture that is. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
absolutely.
Once you do that, and I think hopefully that doesn't happen, but
these breakdancers all over the world are nasty, and some of the stuff they doing is amazing. So I'm interested. I will watch the Olympics just for that.
I would like to see that.
I like to see how they construct it, how they go about judging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would like to see that.
It's definitely a sport for real, James Burton. That is a fact.
Skateboarding, rock climbing, and surfing were all supposed to be Olympic sports, but those got postponed. Okay. No, they got postponed at the Tokyo Olympics. They'll be featured in the Paris Olympics.
Rock climbing? Rock climbing.
You ever tried to go rock climbing?
No.
Oh, that joint is different, man. It's a rock climbing place in Brooklyn, like it's like Brooklyn Boulder or something like that, and that's a real culture. Like that's a real thing.
Rock climbing.
Yeah, it is.
Like niggas decided that I'm gonna just climb rocks.
Yeah.
And turn it into a sport. And what are the other sports?
Surfing and skateboarding. Which
yeah, that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Do they have double dutch in the Olympics? I'm not sure. I used to jump double dutch too.
That's how you get with the ladies, man.
Who, son? What?
That's how you get with the ladies.
Me and Sean, boy, was over. Why y'all come play? Nigga, we can play football anytime. The girls is over here, and they need us to double rope. And they used to call me double-handed or some shit. I said 5, 4, 3, 21, 5, 4. I did all that shit. Get me a stinky finger. I'm not playing.
Jeez.
I'm getting a stinky finger.
You are tuned.
Then you tell your man, nigga, you ain't getting a stinky finger. Smell that shit, nigga. Smell that shit. Niggas be like, yeah, you did. That's foul. I shouldn't have said that. People take that the wrong way. We were all kids.
Jeez, man.
You know, you humped and thought you were having sex. All right, you take a girl in the back of the alley and run, catch, and kiss. 7-11, 7 kisses, 11 humps. You know, all the little games we played.
Sounds real.
Hey, but we were out playing. Y'all got to virtually do that shit now. Y'all can't even run, catch, and kiss. Y'all can't even kick the can and ring Olivia and Red Rover, send this nigga over. And man, we had all the fun games. You know, hit a killer, beat a killer, Skelsies and shit. I don't know what y'all doing in this generation. My Lord.
Somebody said they're allegedly, but in facts.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
You can't be,
Allegedly.
That's funny.
Yeah. There was no crimes being committed. We were all just kids. Out doing kid shit. You know.
Curtis
Blow had successful open heart surgery. I think it was yesterday, and he's recovering. So we want to send out... he was a B-boy, too. Mm-hmm. He was a B-boy among MCs and other things. So, you know, he was having some complications before. I think this is his second surgery because I remember he was in the hospital before. So our well wishes go out to the legendary Curtis Blow. He started all that on wax. You know what I mean? So shout out Curtis. And it brings back to basketball and you know what I mean? All that good stuff.
Dope. Shouts out to Curtis Blow.
Shout out.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Chicago artist Anne Marie, she was arrested because
not Anne Marie.
Anne Marie. Okay. She was arrested because she allegedly shot her best friend in the forehead at an Atlanta hotel.
I heard about that. She said the gun dropped off the dresser.
Yeah,
or something.
she said like the gun slipped or something like that. Now, when Tory allegedly shot Meg, and when this happened, just saying. Just saying.
No, those good points. Nobody's saying nothing. Right?
I'm not hearing about toxic femininity. I'm not hearing about...
And we need to support that black man who got shot in his forehead because, you know, these women out here we ain't hearing none of that. Silence. Everything is silent. Interesting.
And not trying to add fuel to that war, but I'm just merely making an observation.
It's just an observation, and I think it's a good observation.
Yeah.
You know, because we pick and choose what we want to support and what we want to get behind. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So somebody said no, it was her man.
I heard that was a side dude.
Yeah.
You know. And, you know, people talk about Tory didn't show. I'm just saying, that's why I said allegedly, guys. That's why I said allegedly.
My homie girl passed the day after her open heart surgery. Our condolences.
Yeah, wow.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You know, anytime you're opening up that kind of section, you know how that goes. You know.
I remember my cousin was here last weekend. She's a doctor. She's a doctor in Cali, and she was talking about all the stuff she goes through.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be involved.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah. For these nurses and emergency room workers, and you know, you have to the trauma, especially working the trauma unit. You really got to be built for that, because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're seeing gunshot wounds and all this kind of stuff, and you got to be able to just handle that.
Yeah.
Somebody said she not that famous. I never heard of her before.
Exactly.
I was thinking A. Marie. I was like, come on, A. Marie. Why would you do that, A. Marie? I like your music.
Yeah.
You know. But once you out of the spotlight, anything can happen. Oh, this is a picture of her?
Yes, Anne Marie.
Dressed up? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you. What kind of music she do?
I have no idea. I've never heard of her.
All right. So why are we telling her story?
Because
that was a great point.
Exactly.
No, got you. No, I got you. I'm with you.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, like you said, Holyfield, he said that the fight between him and Mike Tyson is most likely going to happen.
See?
Yeah.
See, because it's, they got unfinished business.
True.
Right?
True.
They got unfinished business, man. So, I'm not watching it, though. I'm not paying for it. I'll watch it through somebody's phone.
As
the
you
way
should.
I watched it. That's the last fight.
You should. I'm not watching that either.
I'm not doing that. Nah, I'm done. You know what I mean?
So, apparently China has a quantum supercomputer that is like 1 trillion times faster than the next fastest computer.
I heard about that.
What the hell is that about?
Again, I mean the war for technology, you know, to be advanced.
I don't believe nothing China says though.
Well, yeah, true. I also heard they have a sun.
No, it's
an artificial.
It's a fusion reactor that can burn.
Oh, Malcolm's getting all nerdy on me. Go ahead.
That can burn almost as 100 times hotter than the sun.
Excuse me.
So they wouldn't let it get that hot because nobody would be able to get next to it.
Got you. But it has potential to get that hot.
It has potential to get that hot.
But what if some crazy, mad scientist turns that on?
True, but even still, they're saying that that's not going to really help their free energy stuff like that yet.
Frederick Locks, thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
Yes. Dot, how is the unfinished business if Holyfield beat? Yeah, but he bit his ear off. And Tyson was going through some shit, man, in his life at the time. Come on now, D. Wade. Come on now. It's unfinished. Now, Buster Douglas is unfinished business, too, because he put the beats on Mike. So, I think we all wanted to see a trilogy, if you know what I mean, D. Wade. Most great boxers, they have that 3-fight series. And when Mike bit his ear, that kind of got rid of that fight. And, so I think Mike would like to apologize. Mm-hmm. We seen the commercials, He brought him his ear back, and stuff like that. But I'm not paying for that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
Same thing I did with this fight. I seen
not going to do it. Let's get some questions in here.
Oh, facts. Facts.
We got 1,476 people here and only 544 likes. We're doing bad.
Yeah, I was told in one comment that we should not ask people for likes because, they don't like when they like something, then other videos like it pop up on their timeline.
Oh, okay, so sort of like the algorithm begins to chase you.
Yeah.
Hey, you like this, and then now all of a sudden they do is show you that. I can respect that. So maybe, see, because I'm always late on how the technology works anyway. I was watching YouTubers, and they would be like, "Yo, get those likes up." Well, so I thought that's what we should be doing.
I felt like could be wrong. I felt like we're different because we don't ask for them at the beginning. We don't say we're not gonna start until we get likes.
Yeah.
We ask for it. We give you guys a full show. Then we ask you for your like.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know likes are free too.
All right, now we up to 600. All right.
Thank you guys. So Google is under it right now because they illegally fired and spied on workers who tried to organize a union labor.
Okay.
A labor union.
And that's illegal. They can't do that.
Yeah, they can't do it. They were spying on what they were looking up. They were spying. They
obviously because they Google.
Mm-hmm, exactly. They were interrogating them and all of that stuff. So they illegally fired those employees.
Imagine being at Google saying, "Let me Google."
Yeah. Or new job or something.
New jobs and shit. Niggas be like, "Nigga, are you crazy? How you gonna Google?"
And they probably got like, their computers probably got like triggers if you try to go on like Yahoo or something.
Absolutely. Oh, you trying to. It's like going to a different barber. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
That shit is a relationship.
It is.
I did that shit one time.
I did it too.
And I almost got into some beef.
Yeah.
Because my barber kept being late. And he kept being late. And I went down and I saw this other dude. And the other dude, laced me. I mean, razor, powder.
Make you feel like pampered.
Yeah, that massage. Yeah. I looked down.
Felt like a baddie.
I'm like, this nigga is fired. And he didn't speak to me no more. He
Still?
just walked past. No, he speaks to me now.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all know that barber shit is, you can't go in the same barber and sit in another nigga chair.
Yeah. Especially not in the same shop, dude.
No, do you keep coming late? And you remember Kurt, let's just call it a buck. How my haircuts look when I got out of Kurt. Because I would go to him because nobody would go to him. And
you probably watching.
I'd have a seat and shit. And the conversation was good, but my fucking line would be back here. Or I'd have hair in the back of my neck and shit. And my wife would be like, who did this? Kurt. You know what I mean? And so then when I went to Lalo, he's got like a precision. His shit is, y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, fellas. And ladies might go through the same thing with beauty salons.
They not loyal.
No?
Women are not loyal to who.
No, women go to whoever just do their shit.
Exactly.
My wife she keep going to the same chick, and she's slow and shit, and she swears she not going back to her, and she continue to go back to her. I be like, all right, whatever. It's all a relationship.
Malcolm, which era of WWF WWE, did you like more Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression? I'm not gonna lie, I like Ruthless Aggression. I think the storylines were a little bit better than Attitude Era. I think, and the wrestling was better.
Is this like a nerd?
Yeah, nerd
intervention?
Okay. Complete nerd talk. Yeah, I think the wrestling was a little better. Like they had like different, like more skilled people. Attitude Era was fire, and for nostalgic reasons. Like we all look back on it, like oh my gosh. But if you really watch those stuff over,
wrestling is not real.
Of course, but
you do know that.
Yeah.
All right.
When I did watch.
All right. Just like
outside of leaving America, what would be your perfect vision of America, and what does your perfect candidate consist of? My perfect version of America would be, how do I say this? It would be black people being able to fully be independent of how they make their money, of not of the laws, because I'm not saying like I'm not saying we don't need the laws, because I think we do. Is niggas everywhere.
Yeah.
Mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But again, the way the Jewish people like run their communities, like I think it's admirable, like the way they do it. I'm not gonna lie, it's dope.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's dope. And I think if we were to have like our own just little slice of, our installation, I think that'd be fire.
How Matrix said, white dude cut my head. I've been fucked up ever since. That's traumatizing. Yeah, it's traumatizing. Somebody asked a couple of things.
I saw a good question about did you see that Meek Mill video?
I did.
That was bad.
That was bad. Come on, man. Never film. First of all, I think it's goofy and cheesy to film yourself helping people. Period. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you gotta film yourself, then you did that for you. You didn't do that out of the kindness of your heart. Mm-hmm. So whenever he saw those and gave him $20 to split, you in a $400,000 vehicle, and you're gonna film that. Nah,
like you filmed yourself. He makes it hard to be a fan of his. Yo.
He does.
Like, he tweets like a 15-year-old that just got a girl. You know what I'm saying? It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing to be a fan of his.
Coach Wayne, no, I have not been down to the Olympics in Atlanta or Los Angeles. I never made those. What the fuck are y'all talking about? James Burton said. I don't know how long we been on. Shit.
Facts.
Somebody says, asked us about fatherhood. That's a long conversation,
bro.
But he's learning. You
have a video about fatherhood.
I do have a video called What to Expect. Basically, I did it for Brother Rich from Black 363, Black Magic, and my other man Rich from upstate. I kind of did a 2-in-1 because they were both having children around the same time. It's on our channel. Maybe we'll put it in the
I'm finding it right now.
We'll put it in the section, and that will answer a lot of your questions about fatherhood and what it takes. You know what I mean? And then you have to also understand that what Malcolm is going through, the times are a little bit different. So he has to make adjustments on how he fathers.
True.
You know what I'm saying? With the COVID and this and that. And, you just got to add on to it.
I'm actually going to put that link right in the chat right now.
And I got beef with my wife because Noble is like taken to my wife. Hard body.
Mm-hmm.
He see her and be like, oh, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He see me and go, this ancient one here doesn't have much time left. This ancient one is a shell of himself. But he get with my wife and he be hugging her and smiling and shit. I don't play that. I got some grandpa tricks. I'll pull them out.
I saw the song.
You saw me bring my song out. I didn't want to have to bring it out this early.
Yeah, you had to.
But it's a war.
Yeah,
she holding him. I said, no, let me pull out some of these magic songs that I have.
Yeah.
And he stopped crying immediately. And so these are, this is a war.
My friends were over and I tried to play one match of Call of Duty with him, and he was not with it. He was like really just looking at me like, how dare you?
It ain't happening.
Have fun without me. I was just
absolutely. Somebody said, did we see the weather manipulation machine by China as well?
No, I didn't.
They got this big weather manipulating machine. I was reading about it. Yes, really, they're on some cutting edge stuff. But we've been talking about weather modification with HARP for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? The elders was teaching where's tall, dark, and handsome. Well, I'm here. Fella is here. But we did put out the song, Leslie. We did put the song out. You asked before, where did the song go? We put it out. It was only just for us. It wasn't like, we weren't pursuing anything. You know what I mean?
Cold War is trash marked me. I didn't get it. I'm still on Modern Warfare because
Did you ever meet Dick Gregory? Yes, absolutely. I've met Dick Gregory. Absolutely, Coach Wayne. I've met all the elders. Can you have Azazel Bey as a guest on your show? No, but I can interview him because we're starting to do these interviews again, so I can interview, Azazel, and he is a piece of work. So you got to be prepared. He don't do a lot of public interviews now, but that's the God. That's the one who brought me in. That's the one who gave me the red pill. That was Azazel, So that's the God. Cursed out by Gregory. You made it. Nigga, you crazy. You crazy, nigga. What that shit you said to me? No, look, Greg, I just, elder.
Somebody said capitalism versus socialism. Which one is better?
I have no idea. Which one are we under now? We're under we under socialism. Don't be fooled.
Yeah.
Ain't no real capitalism going on in this country.
Yeah. Okay.
The shit you think you under, you be under some other shit. What hip hop song can you recite word for word from beginning to end, Black Dot? I have no idea. I don't even know my own shit. Like if somebody paid me to perform, I'd have to learn my own shit. That's what happens when you do all the drugs I've done in my day.
Do you think FBA and ADOS are bringing division?
I think ultimately they're gonna find a common ground.
Okay.
I think ultimately they're gonna find some kind of common ground because you're fighting for the same things.
Yeah, I actually appreciate the conversation it has raised. Like with anything, you have the super radicalists of everything. So there's people who don't agree. Like there's people who are vehemently against FBA and vehemently against ADOS,
which is a real weird conversation to be having.
But I think, me personally, if you take away who are the perceived leaders of each group,
that's true too.
If you break away that, then I think a lot of people will realize they have a lot of common ground
because it really boils down to ego. And this one, that's why organizations, they all start out well, but then the ego, this one's getting more power, more shine, more light. This one is sleeping with that one. It becomes a mess. It really does.
Ashanti versus Keisha Cole.
Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. I'm going to take Ashanti.
I think it's going to be Ashanti. But you know what's crazy? At first, I thought it was going to be like 20-0. Because Ashanti, I'm not going to lie. I was like, Ashanti's going to smoke.
Keisha Cole got some heat.
But yeah, she does. I listened to a playlist. I'm like, nah, these can go.
What herbs do you do as a dialysis patient? I do all kind of herbs. And I just watch what I eat. And I mentally put myself in position to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving this plane until I'm ready or the ancestors are happy. So I don't take any medications in a dialysis center ever. You know what I mean? They keep bringing them over. I keep that shit moving. I'd rather deal with what I have to deal with. And then I have a concoction. I go down to my man, in Brooklyn, and he hits me with a concoction of things, to take a lot of inflammation off the body. Of course, I do my colloidal silver. I do my black seed oils, all of those kind. When I'm on top of my game. Sometimes I'll be off my game like anybody else, and I'll be slipping and shit like that. So I hope that answers that question. I heard Foxy and Kim.
Oh,
there might be a Foxy and Kim. Now that might be dope.
That would be dope. Yeah,
that might be dope.
Because didn't they have a little thing?
Yeah, they did. They were supposed to do Bonnie and Clyde together with Jay-Z writing for Foxy and of course Biggie writing for Kim. So and it just how women get this Chinese symbol for war is 2 women. So you know how that shit get. They just couldn't figure that out, but that would be dope. I think Kim and Foxy would enjoy that. Yeah, Kim would probably win because I think she had a few more hits, but I'd like to see that.
Young Goldie 216 said we only answering safe questions. So ask a question.
Ask whatever you want to ask, King. Man. That's why we're here.
Yeah, man.
I just peruse down to whatever I see.
Same. Boot Camp Clique versus Wu-Tang.
Do you think we're in the eye of the storm at this moment? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the eye of the storm, it's the calmest place. So you think the storm ain't really taking place. Oh, no, this thing is going down.
Yeah.
This thing is going down.
What's happening with this December 21st? I keep seeing more people talk about it, and I'm not too...
Well, December 21st, remember, they said when December 21st, 2012 was when the world was supposed to end.
Remember that.
But now they're saying there was like an 8-year difference in the year, and that December 21st this year is Black Dot. Let's do something with Brand Nubian.
Apparently 30-year anniversary.
Oh, okay. I'm with that. I rocks with them. Hey, Gail. Peace and love, Urban X family. I ain't seen you in a minute. Hope all is well.
Okay.
Yep.
Wu-Tang is nobody. As a group,
Wu-Tang. You don't even put them up against anybody because they're gonna smash them.
As a group, come on.
It's just too many chambers that you got to go into with the Wu-Tang Clan. Way too many. And it's the winter solstice, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of this 2020. So
do you think that the rush for the vaccines to come out this week is as a result of that coming?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I know they don't do anything arbitrarily. So if they picked a specific date, it's probably something that, from a cosmic standpoint, that gives them the best opportunity to get people to fall for that.
Gotcha.
When are the presidents taking this so-called vaccine? Are they supposed to do it on TV?
Yeah, man, they're going to get some placebo.
Yeah, some placebo. Come on, bro. You know better than that. You know better than that.
Yeah. Bone Thugs versus Outkast. I'm going Outkast.
I'll probably take Outkast in that. But Bones had their own thing. Yeah. They created their own stuff. What would be the perfect leader for the black community? There is no perfect leader. Those days is gone. That's really old paradigm stuff. You don't need no leaders to do anything. You really have to self-govern. That's where we are now. We're at self-governing. You know what I mean? Because leaders can be got to. Leaders can be paid, bought off. I don't care how pure you think they are. And, and they can be killed. You know what I mean? So
especially bought off now, bro.
Yeah. So it's
those be like anytime somebody emerges, you just gotta think about who's paying them. Like if they especially if they have an abnormally loud platform, you know what I mean? If say they're black and they're just talking crazy militant and they're on these news platforms and things like that, and then you just kind of gotta peep like who's paying them. Like
gratitude, Dot. Appreciate the answer. I'm on dialysis now for a few months. It's hard. It's gonna be very hard. I need you to email me at urbanx.nyc@gmail.com. urbanx.nyc@gmail.com. I'm going to walk you through this. It's a psychological thing because your life has changed and you're thinking that there's some kind of death sentence. There is not. But there are changes that are going to have to be made on your part. And you got to look at the big picture of what you can do. You can still live. It takes a lot, but you got to have a support team in place. Your family got to be on board. You got to make the necessary mental changes because this is all mental, right? This is all mental. You can survive anything if you mentally prepare yourself to do so. So everyone is cut a little different, but I'm going to walk you through some things. So just hit me up at that email address, and because this is what I do. I do this for dialysis patients across the country. I don't speak about it on this platform because this is a different platform, but that's what I do. All right?
Facts.
All right, cool. Is Malcolm still doing the business coaching? He's restructuring the business coaching.
Yes.
He's doing some more learning so that when he delivers it to you, it's really, really tight.
Yeah,
I'm excited about the stuff he's doing.
Yeah, I got something coming. Got something coming for you guys.
And for everybody, listen, we're in a time now where you have to upgrade your qualifications with what you do. The stuff that used to get us through in the past is gone. So you have to qualify and disqualify yourself. You need to learn something. Do not be dumb with a smartphone, right? You need to apply some stuff so that you won't get washed away. You know what I mean?
And don't discriminate on who gives you that information either.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can. I feel like you can hold yourself back because that's a white man. I'm not gonna learn.
Nah, the information is what it is.
It is what it is. So just take it for what it is and remix it and make it fold into how it works for you.
Somebody asked me about the Jupiter Saturn conjunction or something. I have no idea.
Is the Hulk coming back? Is the Hulk coming back?
Oh yeah, the Hulk is coming back. The Hulk is coming back. I apologize. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do 2 Hulks this week. 2.
Alejandro looking at you like I don't know what he's talking about.
Somebody said thanks for putting me on to the Black-owned alkaline water. Yes, I'm gonna be interviewing them this week.
Yeah.
That was who the phone rang. That was me setting it up.
Okay.
So yes, the water is very good. You know what I'm saying? It's been working wonders for me, and I hope it does the same for you. Everybody's response will be different to it, but give it some time. And yeah.
Somebody asked me, what do I like about Alejandro? Alejandro is the heartbeat here.
Yes.
Okay.
Works long hours.
Yes. Wouldn't be possible. Okay.
This would not be possible without Alejandro.
Somebody said, what new shows are you watching, Malcolm? I just started watching The Sons of Anarchy, and it's an old show. I know. I mean, not old, like really old, but it's been out for years. Really good. It's about like motorcycle gangs. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, because they be wilding.
Oh, they be wilding. They got their own world.
Yeah. It's real fascinating stuff.
Somebody said I didn't finish about December 21st. Well, the Mayan calendar, I said, the Mayans may have been in a different time or paradigm, but December 21st, of course, that's when the sun dies as well. The sun is at its lowest point before it begins to make its transcension back. So we dealing with a lot of energy, during this time, and this could be a crux in this paradigm itself before we cross over into what's coming next. So if this is the real December 21st, the world could end. Not the literal world, but the world as you know it. Because once they get them nanoparticles in you and this 5G technology and artificial intelligence and fake suns and weather modifications, and that's what we know about.
Yeah.
Now, there was an Israeli official, you guys might have seen this, who said, we have been in contact with interstellar beings for years in this country. And the Israeli people as well. He just came out and said it. I think I sent that to Alejandro. I'm not really sure, but this stuff is no longer a secret. Like we have been in contact with stellar beings from other dimensions for years.
Great question. Booker T asks: is it possible to have political power without economic power? What do you think?
No. So I think they're hand in hand.
I think they're hand in hand as well, but then I think there also has to be a certain level of force that goes behind what happens, because there are many instances this year where we should have been protesting, we should have been actually rioting, but nothing was actually happening. The fact that the NBA is getting all these businesses, like these top corporations, are getting funding and financial relief and things like that. And the people got $1,200 8 months ago.
Ridiculous.
We should be flipping cards.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people who are in charge of that stuff, like Nancy Pelosi, they out taking vacations.
Because they don't give a shit.
Right. And these are the people that I was told care for me.
Right.
I was told that Trump is the devil. These people are heaven sent,
right?
And they're gonna help me, and I said neither one of them are gonna help me. And look where we are now.
Right, you be up Schitt's Creek if you sat around waiting for them. Somebody asked me who's the best street baller I saw at Rucker. Ooh, maybe Future, Skip to My Lou, Terminator, Ron Matthias, Mike Boogie, because that was the first time I seen somebody with handles like that. And he had a brother named Tip Boogie or Tip Dog. But Mike Boogie would put that ball down and start tying his shoe and wait for you to come get it. And his handles was crazy. And I've seen a lot of legends out there at Rucker. So, really good question.
All right, guys. With that being said,
guys,
we appreciate you.
We do.
We appreciate you guys. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And check our website because these sales are going to be going down.
Yes. So visit shopurbanx.com or visit urbanx.nyc and hit the shop button. Go to the same place. Subscribe to the blog if you want notifications on when we go live. One went out today because a lot of people actually didn't know we were live right now.
Oh, they didn't?
They didn't know. So,
okay.
Exactly. So the email went out. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at urbanx_NYC. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out.
Yes.
And with that being said, peace.
Peace.